Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw with May. Yeah, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Here's May. Here it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw, it's May. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Jets at 10-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third down, Young from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to throw. May. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To the air, May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing here is May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run here with a rookie. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 here. Young working out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jets offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Young to throw it. Out to the right here to Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, Young. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now Young. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Jets have cut it back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Miami set to take over in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they
this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll work the middle here with Wright, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, it's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On first down, Whitfield. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Off the play fake, Young. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Young now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Young will set to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. 62 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This 2nd and 4. Now Young. Got a man. It's Brown.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Looking to throw, Young. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. To throw, Young. This will be caught by Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Edwards-Helaire is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be dropped at the 30. A shifty move got him a couple extra on the play.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance...
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Pass. Look at the big man rumble. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. A lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the...
He's in. Touchdown, Jets. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Here's May. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
They'll throw with May. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. To throw, it's May. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's May. Good time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Austin's offense ready to go again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now here's Young. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To the air once more, Young. He'll find his running back. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, May. To the right side and complete to Washington. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half #1. Throwing here is May. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 2nd and 10. To the air, May. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this one is right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Young working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. It's Young off play action. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. It'll be Young again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to try and take off with it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Young to throw it. It's caught by Davis. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Young to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. You and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
2nd and 3.
Touchdown!
Marvin Harrison Jr.
30 yards!
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. May going to try to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Young.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it gives his guy 12-point advantage. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football. Trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get
under pressure again, and down he goes again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a... on third down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake, Young. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton.
2nd and 5.
They go play action. Young. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's May. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
They'll throw with May.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, May.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll go down at the 28.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
They'll try the left side. Whitfield. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try to throw now. Young.
Right side, Thornton with it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. It's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Throwing here is May.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Open man is Myers. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. After a gain of 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably